Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. My bad I didn't talk before. Was kinda busy. So I changed my controller to controller, but now kind of regretting it. Now I understand why I didn't like this controller to begin with.
Another target tracked down by outright...
With the wind!
No escape!
Yep. Now I'm sorry. Not like it. The R2 always jumped up. See? I have to hold it twice. Just to start. They have a chest.
Wind blade! Is this an answer from this world?
Hopefully until my next stream I'll be getting a new controller from my friend, but We'll have to keep this for now. And because of the tutorial, maybe I will not stay. I will not play longer with a few missions.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dean's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
What the fuck?
Lord of Wolfendom, great Wolf King of the North, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dean?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Yeah, it's not easy.
A reward on the road.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 What? Yeah. Yeah.
You're in for a little shock.
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
Let it rain.
Surrender and be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Blitz.
With the wind! Yeah!
You're in for a little shock. Hit. 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 Hit.
Another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where do these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Try not to enjoy this too much. You've been a naughty boy. Hup. He. He. Hit. He. Whoa. No pain, no gain.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Stormterror's lair. I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Stormterror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Stormterror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, This ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Go, go, Baron Bunny! Let it rain!
Windblade! Disappear!
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Life goes on.
Hey, get him!
Come a little closer. Let's spark things up a little. You're in for a little shock.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Come a little closer. Blitz. Hit.
With the wind!
No escape!
Hit. Ha. Here. Ruah. Hit.
I have some for you, too!
You're in for a little shock.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's...
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster. Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Maybe you're not. If you ever have any. Ad Astra at.
hear your voice. Booting the cathedral if you're injured.
After that, I'll stop the stream. Yeah, the reason for that of two reasons. One, the controls are good.
Surrender and be gentle.
Wheel of life.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Meh. 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 Meh.
Meh.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyuet Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. but how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, remember, this is a race.
Ningguang seems super busy. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It's...
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily... As it happens, we have some...
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Drinks alone and
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't...
No more excuses! Okay, I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shenhe Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business, I swear!
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Booba Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Psst. Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus, that would explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other adepti, though? Paimon's super curious.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains! That proves it! Paimon knew she was an adeptus!
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plastrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plastrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the 7 Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Yeah.
Is this an answer from this world?
heavens are smiting me. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue.
Huh. Don't get me started on the After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatoui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them, and now they're... It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough more. Unless you have other business here, I'm done.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There is a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare, I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you.
Oh... But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate?
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he...
Just who do you think you are?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he... Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now.
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who...
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang? You're...
Oh.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay?
Oh, what does it matter now?
3 long years I have waited for this day.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but...
Hey, where are you going? So, you like reading, huh, Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap?
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Knight. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. With your lack of numbers and talent, you make— Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that—
Quit quoting proverbs.
Please leave this place. I will not talk—
It's cute that you want us to, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatoui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddy.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger.
Oh, great speech.
There you are, eavesdropper.
No, my sword!
The more, the merrier.
Over here! Rain outlines your fate.
Let it rain. Get him.
You're open.
Over here. The more, the merrier.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to—
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who— It's not like the Fatoui to pick sides in a business dispute. But the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance. There must be a deeper level. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor.
That idea works, but—
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see.
You really have stuff to do? Are you?
Wow. So that's how that—
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slip— Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him. From now on...
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs. Just one last page.
I'll keep this close.
Don't disappoint me. We can't have treasure unaccounted for.
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business? What?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is...
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone. No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shenhe Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master...
Well, my master has much more important things to do than... Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's busy negotiating.
Thank you. May your business...
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Paimon loves compliments and all, but treating Paimon to some tasty snacks would show that you really mean it. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatoui. In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shenhe Kiosk. Seems business is booming at the Shenhe Kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Bang. And with that, the fate of the Guhua Brotherhood was...
Finally, a seat with a view.
Rest.
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatoui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, You may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Mounts, who knows if Guhua Geek has made any
And with that, the fate of the Guhua Brotherhood was sealed.
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon! Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests, please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the... Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Maltsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself. Since Gentry Maltsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liu. That, deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Teyvat...
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things... But Liu is huge. Is it really...
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked there is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover...
Wow! So many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild, once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the sellers in the city, then the cat...
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but... Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have, although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in the...
Oi! Shh! Keep... All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need. All of it would be far more than you actually want. What are you saying? Of course, if it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Hi, anything I... You want all my core lapis? That's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are... Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the end. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will...
There's no end to this.
Another test subject.
Windblade! You're open! Disappear!
Why the long face? You're alive.
Hello there.
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so...
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 more on the rest of Liyue's stock put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it.
All right. We'll pay. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the... I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the... So maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I...
That's that, then. Well...
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Life goes on.
No one escapes my sight!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Yeah.
You're in for a little You've been a naughty boy.
Get you. Get him.
Go.
Oh, yeah! We found it! Make a note of the location.
Windblade!
Another one down. Let Paimon see.
With the wind!
That's it, all right. That's a... Here we go! Quick, make an... That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks. Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations, all 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make...
Done and dusted! Yeah! Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey. Now for the final stop on our core lapis...
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, you wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from...
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on... But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh. Okay, then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really...
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
I won't let you down. Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt. Opening a chest is like...
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, and the way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing how blessed we are to have such an...
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, It was rather good. Thanks.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? So go on then. Tell me, what do...
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatoui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you, Master. If you please.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Leaving so soon?
Surrender and we'll be gentle.
Let it rain.
No escape.
Rain outlines your fate.
Wind blade! Yeah, yeah!
Leaving so soon?
Life goes on. Sacred name, fortune preserver.
Impressive. You are no commoners.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them up.
Might I remind you that the Fatoui's relate...
What are you saying?
Then figure it out by...
Don't go.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man.
My lord?
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been...
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatoui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lap.
You meddling swine!
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not? On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business and hope you will continue to do business with us.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was for...
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. You're too kind. You have
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you. Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms... Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry! Please don't hurt Paimon!
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill. Repeat,
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered... I did nothing, and hence deserve to have made such valiant and
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of... Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to invest...
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who...
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace and not...
A reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading... Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me.
finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Please don't say that. You have no... The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its form. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become...
Wow, that's the second heir we've...
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing?
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think...
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so, in any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense... what does it matter? Anyway, you want... It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. What?
What was that? Paimon saw...
Oh, nothing. That little rascal...
Same, I'll try to finish the side stories, the world quest, so that I can do the story missions and the Archon quest, so that I can go to Inizuma. But we have a few days. I think, yeah, tomorrow's the next stream, so we'll try to do it before tomorrow today. If I have a chance now, I'll do it. Okay. See you next time.